It's all about stacking your skills, skill stacking to produce more income. Hold on. So skill stacking, all about producing more income, acquiring and applying new skills. I got IPA, which is income producing activity. Great acronym I got from my guy Carlos, the mindset coach. So we already know we're on the eve of the credit repair training that's happening tomorrow at November 17th at 7 p.m. And this is one of those skills that I feel like if you're in America, like if you're a US citizen, you need to add this skill to your skill stack immediately. Not only can it save you, it can save your friends, it can save your family. If you're a business owner, this is a skill that you can add to your services if it applies. You can add this to your repertoire, right? As so, for instance, let me tell you guys a story. One of my clients is a business owner. They work a full time and they own a business. And they came to me because y'all won't believe this, right? Because y'all won't believe this. One of his employees actually stole $100,000 from him from his business. And he had two mortgages. He had his business mortgage and he had his home mortgage. Plus, he had this $100,000 loan that he now needed to pay back because he had an employee that stole from him, right? What happened was the loan was also PG. It was on his personal credit because he did a guarantee, right? So he had to make the moves that he needed to make, and he ended up missing about a year's worth of payments on his mortgage. That destroyed his credit. Now the thing is, this happened years ago, so he's been able to rebuild. But guess what? Those late payments on that mortgage is still sitting there, still affecting him. And he was like, you know what, Jamal, this is the background story. This is what happened. I want to be able to separate my personal from my business so this never happens again. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. Right. We we get into it. Not get too deep in the weeds, but not only were we able, I was able to help him establish his business credit that's now separate, completely separate from his social. So now he could do his business, get his mortgages, everything right under an EIN. I was able to even remove the mortgage with all the late payments from his personal credit. How much you think that's worth to somebody? Being able to remove late payments, remove a whole mortgage that was bringing your score down with a year's worth of late payments from your personal credit because something that happened in your business spilled over to your personal life. How much is that worth to somebody? And now imagine you learn the skill set to make that happen from business owner to business owner. How much would that be worth? That's a high level, high income producing skill set that you'll be able to offer to others. As a business owner, knowing this knowledge, this information, you'll be able to prevent things from hitting your personal credit because you already know how the system works. You already know, oh, okay, I can move my money around like this. I can cash flow or redirect my cash flow in certain ways so that it may seem like, I may be a little behind because I got some debt that's floating, but it's still not hitting my credit because I know for a fact that nothing shows up on my credit report until I'm 30 days late. So maybe I need an extra 25 days to make sure that I got things shaking the way I need them to shake. That only happens with the knowledge that you understand exactly how this credit system works. Everything works in 30-day cycles. When you're going for funding, it works in 90-day cycles. You want to build up that relationship for 90 days, right? It's that's how it goes. The credit system is also about timing, right? This is a great skill stack if you are already in a business where people need credit, period. If you selling something, especially if you're in sales, if you're selling something that's based on somebody credit, homes, mortgages, loans, if you're a bank teller, if you're a car salesman, you can instantly increase your sales, make yourself look better to your clientele because now you can just give them tips on the fly on how to increase their credit so that they can double back, come back to you, your organization, whether if you're if you're in banking, right? Like maybe you're just a teller or something, right? If you're a branch manager, I don't know all the weeds about what you can cannot do, but let's say you do a lot of business with small businesses and you notice that a lot of small businesses are being denied because their personal credit isn't in position. Well, guess who can start offering free classes to their small business community? Guess who can create a little side gig where they're putting their small business owners in position to come back to them, their branch, and get loans. Now, when your numbers hit, corporate going to see, oh wow, how are y'all able to start being able to loan out so much money to qualified people? Now you looking like a superstar because you're taking no's and turning those no's into yeses because you added this skill set to your tool belt, right? So it's and now people can start coming to you. And that's normally how it happens. You start posting, you showing people the progress. Everyone's going to start hitting you up. Oh, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Oh, this happened to me. Whoop, 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 whoop. Cool, no problem. Maybe you charge them, maybe you don't. But it's up to you. But it's a lot of people earning, whether if you just wanted to add a couple of hundred, right? And other thing when it comes to, helping people with their credit, it's the Wild West. You can charge really whatever you want, depending on your clientele, who you want to target, who you want to help. Is one of them skills, especially in America, that's always going to be in need. Everybody's tripping about the rest of the world is moving off the dollar. Everyone's talking about bricks. Everyone's talking about gold, this and that. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, credit is here to stay. Regardless of whether it's crypto, Bitcoin, whatever, they going to give you that credit. You're going to need loans. They still are going to have loans. Speaking of all, regardless of what type of currency we move to, they're still going to loan you more money based on the currency that we're using. So you're still going to need to have the skill set of understanding how credit works and understand and have the skill set of how to manipulate it and move within the world of credit is not going anywhere. Is not. Regardless, petrodollar, the euro, BRICS, whatever. Wars, people are still going to be lending out money, and we will all still need to know how to get access to the money that these people are lending out, right? Imagine being a business owner. Now you can help other business owners improve their financial situation. So now they can go out and get more money. I had a conversation with a business owner just like last week. She's like, all I need is $10,000 to keep my lounge open, but I don't qualify for anything. Don't qualify for any new personal credit cards, no business credit cards, no personal loans, no nothing. She don't qualify for nothing right now because her credit score is low because she's been working and focusing on her business. And all she needed was $10 to $15,000. That's not a lot of money when we're talking about credit. A $10 to $15,000 credit card, that's like every day of the week. That's normal. That's not a lot of money to acquire in the form of credit. But everything has to be in order, right? You can go to a bank, like even if, and I told the young lady maybe a good idea to get grants. Grants are amazing. It's free money. But grants aren't guaranteed. You can apply for 100 grants. You may not get any of them. But if you know how to structure a credit report, if you know what the banks want to see on a credit report, you can guarantee that you're going to get some money. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you. If you don't have any derogatories on your credit report, that means no lates, no collections, no charge-offs, no bankruptcies. You got two credit lines of at least $5,000 on there, two revolving, so two credit cards. You got a car note or personal loan on there. Your credit report is older than 2 years, and you have four less inquiries on your credit report. I can guarantee you, I can get you 50 grand. Guaranteed. Why? Because that's literally the formula. It's a formula. Once you know the formula, you just okay, boom. And if your credit isn't does not look like that, guess what? With learning the skill, things I'll be sharing tomorrow at 7 p.m., learning the skill of how to get your credit report to those specifications, you're unstoppable. Even if your score drops because one of those things fall out of place, guess what? You'll know exactly how to get it back. That's one of the most common things. Folks see your score go up and down, up and down, up and down, but we don't know why. We don't know what happened. Oh, I paid off my car, but my score dropped. Now I'm confused as to why I lost 50 points because I'm trying to get out of debt. Why did that happen? It's because when you pay off an installment loan, the installment loan account closes. And every time an account closes, it takes away all that history. So if you had a 5-year car loan that you've been paying on and you paid that joint off, guess what? That account closes. Now all of that beautiful 5 years of on-time history is subtracted out of your score. They don't calculate it. They don't pay attention to it anymore. And that's how easy that is. You're able to see that, and you already know this is what's going to happen. It's no longer a guessing game. And now, since it's no longer a guessing game, you're in total and complete control. And now that you're in control, is on to the next thing, is on to the next level. How much at that point is how much money do you want? How much money do you want to have access to? What house do you want? What car do you want? Those people at the car lot, they treat you real different when you walk in that joint with a 750 or above. They treat you different if you just got a 700. Because they know, oh, 700, oh, we fitting to finance you for whatever you want. A 720, you got a 720, you going for a mortgage? As long as you can afford the mortgage, it's up. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. And you're going to have the best interest rate possible because 720 and up is the range for the better interest rates, especially for housing, right? 850, 800 plus is vanity. You don't really need that for anything. If you 750 and above, or I would say 720 and above, you're in position. You're in position to get whatever. You got income. You got 720. Nate, run it. What you want? How many of them you want? You want all the credit cards? Cool. Get all the credit cards. Right? Even with that, because understanding how to structure and create your credit report and put it in position, that's the first step. That's the foundation. That's why we always start there. So a lot of people think they don't need credit until it's time to go make a big purchase. Then there's a rude awakening. And then that person that's trying to sell them a house, sell them a car, they're like, oh, I don't know. I can't help you. Go find somebody that can. What if you're the salesperson that's trying to sell them the house, trying to sell them a car? Now you're a one-stop shop. Oh, okay, yeah, let me get you in position real quick. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Double back. Now you selling cars, you can offer them an even more expensive car because now they're going to have a generally lower payment because they have a better interest rate, which is going to make your numbers look better, which is going to increase that commission, right? That's why it's a high income skill stack. Put the skills together to make more income. And the best thing about it, you can do it when you feel like it. Maybe you feel like helping people this month, maybe you don't. Maybe sales in another area wasn't looking too sweet. So you know what? Let me double back, help some of these people get in position so that they can come back and make that sale with me, right? So those are some of the key points that are important to understand about being able to repair credit, understand the system, understand how to manipulate it and put it to use, right? So tomorrow, November 17th at 7 p.m., we'll be live. It's not a recorded training. It's not pre-recorded. I'm really going to be on there. We're going to be going through these different methods on how to take full control over your credit to not only help yourself, but help other people. And get some more money. It's a recession out here. Got to be able to get that bread, right? So I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Oh, just if you're watching this on Instagram, go ahead and just DM me the number 700. You'll get the link. If you're watching on Facebook and Instagram, go ahead, hit the links in the description so that you can register. And yeah, we're gonna get this work. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.